and welcome to the Midday Show with Charlie Otavio. This week we have some of the most important men straight out of the Enlightenment era, some of which including Jean-Jacques Rousseau, Thomas Hobbes, Richard Mulcaster, John Locke, Johann Friedrich Gutsmuth, and last but not least, we have Sarah, a representative from the Philanthropineum.
Our first guest for today, Jean-Jacques Rousseau.
Hello, Charlie. It's wonderful to be here.
And it's wonderful to have you. So tell me, John, your main focus is science, is it not?
Yes, Charlie. It most certainly is. I'm just fascinated with nature, honestly, and I believe that nature is an ultimate classroom, and that our classroom, that our youth is now stuck in, they're just incorrigible.
Oh wow, you seem pretty passionate about the subject, although I don't think the classrooms are all that bad.
Well, sir, like you a little bit less now. Anyway, I believe that the mind is one of the most important things a man can possess, because the mind is what drives the body. It is the pilot to the jet. It is the cab driver to the taxi, and the body and mind should be ever advancing.
Well, I do apologize. You've touched on some interesting topics. What are your opinions on human nature?
Glad you asked, Charlie. To me, people are, people are born naturally good. We just have bad influence. It all boils down to civilization, Charlie. I'm telling you, it's the corrupting influence for all of our problems.
Okay, calm down, calm down. I think people are naturally good as well. It just depends on what gets a hold of you first. It's the good or the bad. Unfortunately, that's all the time that we have for today. But thanks for stopping by. Mr. Jean-Jacques Rousseau, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much for having me.
Up next, Thomas Hobbes.
Hi, so good to see you again.
I know, you look good. Have you lost a little weight?
Don't be ridiculous. More like, put some on.
Oh, stop. I've heard you got yourself a pretty interesting theory.
Why, yes, in fact, I do. It captures the idea that if one has enough knowledge about the composition of matter and the forces that are acting upon said matter, then we can predict what will happen. It's rather amazing if I do say myself.
Wow, and how's the testing and proving of that theory going?
Well, they aren't exactly going, but the future looks promising.
Well, all right then. I hope that goes smoothly. So tell me, what's your opinion on people as beings?
Interesting question. People to me are simply material beings, born to live and die. I'm not concerned with the whole, oh my God, where's my soul gonna go when I die, sort of thing. Because to me, if it can't be measured, then I don't really care about it. I'm the same way with the mind. There's no way to measure it, so I don't care to mess with it.
I see. I'd like to think people have souls, but I guess that's just me. I do see what you're saying about the measuring thing, though. I think that's really important.
I'm glad someone is finally hearing the truth.
I hear you, brother. Unfortunately, that's all the time we have. But thanks for coming out, Tom.
Okay, thanks again. I hope you guys have a wonderful day.
Up now, we have Richard Mulcaster.
Well, hi. How are you doing on this fine
I'm
day?
just swell. Thanks for asking. So, Richard, can I call you Dick?
No,
How about Richie?
absolutely not.
All right. Well, Richard it is then. Can you tell me your take on physical activity?
Well, I would love to. I have many extensive programs for physical activities. In my day, this wasn't very common. You could say I'm a trendsetter. For indoor activities, reading, speaking out loud, as I'm doing now, talking in general, actually, laughing, weeping, even holding one's breath can help.
Wow, I guess I never would have guessed that even crying could be a physical activity.
Oh, it is. Let me assure you, Charlie, it is.
Well, now I know. What about some outdoor activities?
For sure, there's walking, running, leaping, swimming, riding, hunting, shooting, and ball playing. And you can't just focus on what the books say. You have to focus on the students. They are what is important to us. The mind and the body should develop from a young age. That's my realistic point of view. Jafia?
I definitely do feel you on that one. And thank you for sharing your beliefs. Unfortunately, we're going to have to wrap this up.
Thanks for having me today, Charlie.
Of course, it's great to see you again, man. Next up, Johann Friedrich Gutsmuth.
Well, hello there, sir.
Hey, how are you doing? So, Johann, people have been telling me you're the first modern physical educator. How can you support this claim?
Well, first off, I'm a pretty big deal. I was the first person to classify exercises in the order of which they developed for the individual.
Well, that's pretty amazing. What are the classifications?
You see, walking and running come first, then jumping, and once you get more physically developed, you can start to lift and, get swole.
Whoa, slow down there, killer. You don't want to hurt anyone with those guns.
All right. Another thing that just grinds my gears is that people don't understand that gymnastics is an all-around sport. It helps the entire body develop, and it's time that people took it seriously.
I certainly think that that's important, sir. You don't have to tell me twice.
Good. Also, I'm a major supporter of women and young girls engaging in physical activities. Everyone overlooks them, and it's time that they got a chance as well.
I'm with you on that one as well. Unfortunately, I think we're the minority in that stance.
And it's just a shame.
Well, thank you for coming out today, Johan.
You're so welcome. I just want to share my knowledge with the world. Have a good one.
Up now, we have our special guest from the Philanthropineum. Please welcome its very own representative, Sarah.
Hi, Charlie. Thanks for having me today.
Of course. So what can you tell me about this here Philanthropineum?
Well, it opened in December of 1774 by the German educator Johann Basedow.
Oh, some of our guests are actually pretty good friends with him. I hear he's held in pretty high esteem.
Yeah? Yeah, I know. I work with him. Duh. Anyways, some of our major influencers were John Locke and Jean-Jacques Rousseau, which I did get a chance to meet backstage.
Oh, wonderful, actually.
Oh, yes, quite. At the beginning of school, we only had one teacher and 3 students, but since then it's just been growing and growing.
That's great. What about the curriculum?
Well, all of our students are required to participate in physical activity and games, and Basedow didn't want people to act older than their age, so he mostly focused on keeping kids as being kids, and he thought that was very important.
That's amazing. What did the kids actually do?
The younger kids participated in Greek gymnastics, and the older kids participated in nightly exercises. So
That's pretty cool. That sounds just peachy. And so ahead of its time, actually.
that it was, Charlie. That it was.
Unfortunately, that's all the time that we have for today. I'd like to personally thank all of our guests that we had. And until next time, I'm Charlie, and this has been the Midday Show.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Up now, we have our special guest from the Philanthropineum. Please welcome its representative, Sarah. Oh my God, it's not even hard. Jeez.